So this is lesson 5.5, quantitative literacy. And this lesson is about mutual funds. And we'll just get going. So mutual funds are investments that pool large amounts of money from many different investors to build a portfolio. Okay. They invest in assets like the stock market, the stocks, bonds, and real estate. There is a video, but the gist of it I have filled out below. So this is not notes from the video. It's just general notes about what a mutual fund is. So an investment company is one that collects and pools money from many investors and invests in stocks, bonds, and other assets. So I know we've already said that, but this is important. So 50 people want to invest in a mutual fund. Well, the investment company takes those 50 people's money, and let's say it's one person gives $1,000, one person gives $100,000 into the, not gives, but invests. So they take all that money and they pool it together, and those investors turn around and buy stocks, buy bonds, and other assets to grow interest, okay, to pay all these people money. A mutual fund is an open-end company. Mutual funds can help diversify, which means, let me spell that right. I gotta quit trying to do two things at once. I'm sorry. Let me start again. diversify. Diversify your investment portfolio. I mean, you may have 10 different things in there that your mutual fund is invested in. One might lose money, but 3 or 4 other ones may triple, double, quadruple in price. You just never know. So the next thing talks about sale charges are fees that investors pay, that's me and you, to the mutual fund, which pays broker commissions. So they've hired a bunch of brokers. Here I go again. Hired a bunch of brokers to make all these investments. They've got to pay their fees. So they charge you a sale charge. So there's two types. A front-end load is a sales fee you pay at the time of the purchase. I don't know that word. That's all I wrote earlier was DEF. Sorry. But that is when you sell all your shares, you pay that at the end. So sorry, I missed that word. Maybe it'll come back to me. You'd most likely be required to pay income taxes on the dividends and interest you receive. Some employers cap your contribution at work. They say, oh, you can only do so much percentage a month or so much percentage a year, or maybe you can't do but about $5,000 a year in our mutual fund. And there are often restrictions on when you're entitled to this company, the math. This is called vesting. Certain types of bond funds have tax advantages. And if you take an early withdrawal, from the tax advantaged account, you may be forced to pay a 10% penalty for doing so. So you may want to take $500 out, but it's going to cost you $550 to get the $500. So types of mutual funds, they seek to replicate the performance of an index. And you remember from another lesson that a stock index is a basket of stocks where you bought several stocks selected to represent the market as a whole, not just one company or some sector of the market. And for index funds, the choice of investments making up the funds and the proportion of those investments within the fund are directed by the index components. Okay, on to page 2. We're doing a lot of vocabulary, a lot. So, actively managed funds do not seek to replicate the performance of an index. Their goals are often conveyed to investors through an investment objective. Like, we're just going to buy stock in Amazon. We're just going to buy stock in the oil and gas market. So the investment choices and proportions are decided by what is called a fund manager to meet the fund's investment objective. The managers use research and analysis of the market and the company that they're looking to invest in to decide which investments to include in that fund. If you construct yourself a portfolio of mutual funds, a portfolio is all of the financial investments that you own. So I have stock in Amazon, I have stock in GMC, I have stock in, that's your portfolio is just information that contains all your investments. Only by purchasing investments in different assets, classes, and categories can an investor do what is called diversify. That means get a little bit of the pie from all over the place. Diversify their portfolio. Mutual funds fact sheet. Investors have access to a one-stop shop for comprehensive basic information regarding mutual funds by reviewing the fact sheet, which is called, I'm going to write it down here, a prospectus. Oh, let me show you my prospectus on my mutual fund. I know that most of us don't talk that way, but if you went into an investment company, that's what they would ask to see. You see your prospectus? To see where you're at on your borrowing. Okay, that is the end of 5.5 about, what was the name of 5.5? Mutual funds. There's one lesson left in this unit, 5.6. Working on it now.